Hello art fans. Today's tutorial will be all about silicone and finding out how much you need for a pour. I will not be telling you an exact number, but we will be doing 3 separate tests with 3 different amounts of silicone added to each pour. In test 1, we will have 0 silicone in all 4 colors. Test 2, 1 drop of silicone in all 4 colors. Test 3, 5 drops of silicone in all 4 colors. So I'll be doing 3 pours today. Silicone you can find at your local hardware store in the automotive section. So let's get started. As always, I mix my paints with 50% Floetrol and 50% acrylic paint. What is Floetrol? Floetrol is a latex paint conditioner, and it is used to let the paint flow with ease. Let's see if you can see that. Okay. I already mixed up my white, my red and my blue, but I will be mixing the yellow for you to give you an idea of how it's done. I put a marker here. I'll be putting 50% Floetrol and 50% paint, and then I will add water about a teaspoon at a time until it flows like honey. So here we go. 50%, that's 1-to-1 ratio. That's Floetrol. %50 acrylic paint. There we go. For those of you who are pros and already know how to mix your paint, you can fast forward to when I start doing all 3 pours. Okay, so you have to mix well, get the sides, scrape them down, get the bottom. So in the cup, it's just paint and Floetrol at the moment. And if I were to pour this off, as you can see, it's really thick. This will not do a pour properly. So I will be adding water to this mix to get it to the consistency where it flows like honey. So that's about a teaspoon. I'll mix that in. And I'll add another teaspoon. Mix that in. And this is the recipe for all the paint mixing that I do. 50% Floetrol, 50% acrylic paint, and add water as needed until it flows like honey. I'll be using this recipe throughout all my videos. The silicone we add at the very end. Time to do a test. It's flowing, but it's a little bit too slow. Add another teaspoon. As I said, if you're a pro and you already know about the mixing of the paint, you can fast forward to when I'm ready to do the flip cups, or you can stay with me. Okay, mixing really fast, mixing really fast. That looks okay. Flowing like honey. So it doesn't matter if you're doing a large batch of paint, a small batch of paint, whatever amount of Floetrol you add, you have to add the same amount of paint, and then the water is as needed. Okay, this paint is just about ready. And we are done. There you go. Flowing like honey. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'll pour each color in each test. I think I'll break for this and I'll come back. See you guys in a bit. Hi guys, I'm back. I will be adding the silicone to the paint now. There isn't any silicone in these. I just poured all the colors in all 3 different tests. So to answer Bernard and Soso's question, what formed the cells, if it was the Floetrol or the silicone, it's the silicone that forms the cell. However, I have done pours before without any silicone and I got cells, and I've heard other artists said the same thing. So test 1, no silicone. Test 2, I'll be adding 1 drop to each color. Test 3, 5 drops in each color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the last test is to see what happens when you add too much silicone. The first test is to see what happens when there's no silicone. And the middle test is to see what happens when you add the smallest amount of silicone. You will get cells with test 2 because once silicone is present, they do form cells. So I'm going to fold this in. Okay, I'll be pouring all the 0 silicone in this 10-ounce cup. And I'll do the same for these 3. All the 1 silicone in this cup, all the 5 silicone in this cup, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have paint in all the cup, 0 silicone in this cup, and I'll be flipping it. This has 1 drop of silicone in each color, so that's a total of 4 drops of silicone in this 10-ounce cup. And this has 5 drops of silicone in each color. 4 5s, 20. 20 drops of silicone and a flip cup. So let's see what happens when we lift the 0 silicone. I forgot my gloves. As you can see, we are getting some tiny specks in there, but no true cell. Four drops in total in this 10-ounce cup. And we have cells. So as I said, I won't be telling you how much silicone to use. It's best to show you what happens when you use different amounts. Time for the 20 drops of silicone. Way more cells than the 4 drops. However, when you use a lot of silicone, it's not good because the paint will slide off the canvas and you will end up with blank spots. That's not covered with paint. That is beautiful though. But the problem is it won't stay. When you tilt to cover the canvas, it will flow off. Most of the paint will. That's pretty. Okay, I'm gonna grab my gloves and I'll tilt them. Should I tilt on screen or off screen? What I really want you to see are the results. I think I will tilt on screen. My son Jason Chad just said I should tilt on screen. So here we go. 0 silicone being tilted. That is pretty though, eh? Okay, that's the result from no silicone. As you can see, we have a few little circles there. They're wannabe cells, but not real cells. They're not the type of cells that we're looking for. I will put this aside. Okay, test number 2. 1 drop of silicone in each color with a total of 4 drops of silicone in the 10-ounce cup, and we have beautiful cells. Where did all my red go? Oh no. Anyhow, as you can see, we have cells with only 4 drops of silicone. here we go. 20 drops of silicone. Let's go this way. There we go. That's the result. But when I put this down and it sits for a while, the silicone will continue working and pushing the paint off the canvas. I will be doing a close-up after this video to show you the results. Close up. See you guys in a bit. Hi guys, I'm back with the close-ups. Isn't this one beautiful? I know not a lot of people like cells, so for those of you who don't like cells, you can do acrylic pouring without cells. That's what it will look like. And this is with a few drops of silicone, only 4 drops per 10-ounce cup. And this last one was 20 drops of silicone. You got way more cells here. That's gorgeous. Oh boy, oh boy. But I will show you what I mean by blank spots where the silicone pushes the paint off the canvas. Zoom, focus, there we go. Right here, can you see the threads of the canvas? Maybe right here. Sorry, my hand's shaking. That's because the silicone pushed the paint off the canvas, so the canvas is a bit exposed compared to the other sections. So you can see here is exposed, the yellow part. Once you can see the threads, then it's because there's too much silicone. See if I can keep that steady. So that is the 3 results from my silicone test. 20 drops, 4 drops, and 0 silicone. I hope you guys learned something new today, and I will be doing a video right after this. I'm going to clean up and I'll show you how to add the silicone to the cup using a different technique. So stay tuned and I'll see you in a bit. Thanks for watching and bye-bye.